started in a couple of minutes here. All right, cool. Ooh, there's like a nice little reflection going on from the mirror right here. Interesting. All right, we'll get started soon. Couple more minutes here, guys. Alrighty. Hopefully that's like a good volume for you guys. Can you guys see my cat in this frame? I don't think so. I'm actually gonna like pan over to her really quick just because she's so cute. Look at how cute she is. She just like lays on her back. Oh, love her. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started with our class. All right, so hope everyone is doing super duper well. Oof. Happy Thursday. Said hope we're doing well, hope everyone's staying safe and clean and healthy and happy most of all. Yeah, just sending all my good vibes and good energy out to you guys. I really hope that, you know, during this difficult time that you're discovering new things about yourself or just figuring out new things that make you happy. So here's to that. Okay, so let's go ahead and start off with our breathing like we usually do, yeah? So just to really center the mind and the body for our coming practice. So let's go ahead and lay on the floor. You can do anything, you can lay in any position here. Maybe you want to keep your feet planted, maybe move into a reclined butterfly, or you can extend your feet all the way out if you have the room. So just get comfortable here. Maybe your furry friend like mine will come and join you. All right, so breathing nice and calm here. And we'll just take 3 breaths together as a group. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. We begin breathing in and breathing out. Again, breathing in and breathing out. One last time, breathing in and out. And we'll just take a moment here to do a body scan from head to toe, noticing if you're holding on to any areas of tension. Maybe you need to soften up a bit. Couple more breaths here. And let's come back together with 3 more breaths. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Again, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Last time, in through the nose and out through the mouth. And we'll gently make our way up to a comfortable seat. Good. All right. So go ahead and meet me in a tabletop position to move through some cat-cows here, really just waking up that spine. So your own timing here. Moving through your cat-cows. Try to coordinate your breath with your movement. For example, a big inhale during your cow position and a heavy exhale for our cat. Again, cow, big inhale, and cat, big exhale. A couple more times here. Good. And returning back to center. Go ahead and just take some lateral seat curves, moving side to side, reaching that head and tail together. Couple more times. Good. And returning back to center, moving through a couple circular cat-cows here. So really getting into that movement. And making sure we're going in both directions. Good. And returning back to center. Go ahead and we're going to tuck our toes, move into a downward facing dog, and just tread your feet here for a couple of moments. Good. Sending our heels down and our hips towards the ceiling. Really stretching out through the backs of those legs. And gently, we're just going to walk forward, hands to our feet to our hands, and just release into a ragdoll here. You can either keep the feet closer together, maybe move them to hip width distance apart, but just to get a nice soft stretch through those hamstrings. You move around a bit here. You can shake the head yes or nod the head yes. And then shake it no. And nod it yes. And shake it no. Whatever feels good here. Couple more breaths. And gently we're going to walk back to our downward facing dog, treading through the feet a couple more times. And when you're ready, we're going to make our way back down to the floor into a seated position. Legs are going to be stretched out in front of us, all right? So legs outstretched. We're going to gently reach forward for those feet and pull our chest down and forward. This is like the world's most ridiculous dog. He's so strange. But he's got the cutest little face. So just keep pulling that chest down and forward. And with a big inhale, heavy exhale, we'll release over those legs. And again, rolling up, flexing the feet, grabbing onto the balls of our feet. We're going to pull our chest forward again. Making sure that we're sending that pelvis back. Heels are sending forward, creating a nice oppositional energy here. Trying to maintain length behind our legs, underneath our legs. And we'll gently release forward. And rolling up. Next thing we're going to do is we're just going to take our right leg, we're going to bring it into what would be a tree pose if we were standing. We're going to bring it into our inner thigh, and we're just going to gently reach over the outstretched leg to get a deeper stretch through that hamstring. So still keeping the chest pulling forward. This is an active stretch right here. And then we'll point and release over. And coming up, active stretch again, reaching that chest forward. Should be getting a nice deep stretch through this outstretched leg. And releasing forward. Rolling up. Go ahead, switch sides. So left leg comes to our like passe tree pose position. We're gonna reach that chest forward. Again, thinking of sending those hips back, heel gets sent forward. And release over. And flex, reaching that chest forward. And point and release over. Rolling up, switching sides. Now we're just gonna go for a jazz split. So jazz split is where our front leg is straight and our back leg comes to a bend or back attitude, however you'd like to call it. You're gonna reach forward, same thing. Reaching forward with that chest. Really try to pull as close to your leg as possible while maintaining a flat back here. We don't want to be rounded. But we maintain a flat back while reaching forward, coming onto the forearms if you can. If not, you can always stay up. Wherever you're at for the evening is fine. Speaking of evenings, this is like a weird Tucson evening right now. It's like super hazy outside. I don't know if anyone's noticed, but it's like really like dusty looking almost, which like makes sense because we're in the desert, but you know what I mean. It's like monsoon looking. So hopefully that rain comes soon to cool things down a bit because it is hot. And release over. And coming back up, flexing and pulling that chest forward. And release over. And rolling up, switching sides. Flexing that foot, grabbing hold, and pulling forward. Smile through the pain. This is good for you. And gently pointing that foot, releasing over the leg. And rolling up, flexing that foot, pulling the chest forward. And last time, releasing over. And rolling up. Go ahead, shake those legs out for a second, and then on your own timing, make your way back to a downward facing dog. So, make your way back up there, tread through those feet to get comfortable again. Good. And pushing those heels down, sending those hips up towards the ceiling. We're going to go ahead and we're going to bring our downstage leg up towards the ceiling and gently through into a low lunge. Let's get comfortable here for a sec. I got like the weirdest bug bite on my knee. I don't know what it is. I don't even know. You guys might be able to like see it from here, but it's like all red right there. And it's itchy. Oh no, I'm a little scared. Other knee is fine, it's just this one. All right, so we're just gonna gently move through some cat-cow lunges here. Your own timing, whatever feels best for you. Just getting some mobility in those legs. And returning back to the low lunge. Gently, we're going to take our back leg and we're going to scoot it up into a pyramid pose. So take a second to square off here, square off those hips, get comfortable. Lifting through the chest, and when you're ready, releasing over that front leg. And let's go ahead and bring some gentle movement into this pose. We're going to plie the back leg, flex the front, and straighten. Transferring that weight onto the front leg, pointing the back, and release, plieing back again, and moving forward, pointing the back toe, and release. 2 more times, we plie. Moving forward, pointing our toe. We release last time, plie. Moving forward, pointing our toe. And back down to pyramid. We're going to gently send our back leg back to our low lunge. And again, move through our cat-cow lunges. Good. Once we move through our cat-cow lunges, we're gonna put our left, for me it's my lefty down, untuck those toes, send those hips back for a runner's lunge, yeah? So hips are back, foot is flexed. You can either stay up here for now. Actually, let's all stay up here for now. We can move lower later. But so keeping a lift in our chest. Hello, guys. Keeping a lift in our chest here, pulling forward, keeping length in our back as well. Keeping our hips nice and square. We want to think of this hip being pulled back while we're pulling our heel forward and keeping some nice length behind our leg, not letting our knee bend at all. And let's gently release over that front leg, coming onto the elbows. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like stretching my hamstrings never gets easier. Couple more breaths here. Make sure you're still sending those hips back. Energy moving through our spine. Very gently, we're going to roll up and forward back onto our front leg, into our low lunge, and back through into some cat-cow lunges to make sure that we didn't let any tension build in our legs. All right, back to our low lunge. All right, next thing we're going to do is a standing split. So if you're like me, you've got a piece of furniture right in front of you, go ahead and take this front leg and scoot it back. Otherwise, you can just shoot forward onto the front leg. If you're like me, you might need to scoot back a little bit. And we're just going to send our back leg up towards the ceiling for a standing split. Now for some of us, we might not be able to, come to 90. That's fine. That's fine as long as you're stretching out, that's fine. But obviously the higher the leg goes, the deeper the stretch. And then also the closer you get to the leg, the deeper the stretch. So also notice that adjustment I just made. I was locked out in my knee, which really isn't going to be doing much for me long term. I need to keep an active stretch, which means I'm engaged in my leg so that I can maintain a proper form while getting a nice deep stretch. So stay here for a few more breaths. If you need a deeper stretch, you can wrap around your leg like I did. Making sure to release any tension in the neck. And very gently making our way back into our low lunge. Woo. All right, cat-cow lunges here. And returning back to our low lunge. I'm going to angle a little bit because I need a little extra length, but go ahead and slide into your full split. Now, if you're not in your full split, you can either do like a prep for a full split, which is here, like holding yourself up, or you can revisit any of the previous poses that we just moved through, previous stretches poses that we just moved through. Whatever you'd like. But for now, if you're in your split, try to keep it a good solid posture. We're not gonna relax over the leg quite yet. So just keep a nice long spine. Long spine and long legs. Don't want to get any like bent action in here. So just nice and lengthened in every direction. and now we'll gently release over that front leg. Try to think nose to the floor, like nose to shin, as opposed to no. I don't really like nose to knee because I feel like that encourages a curve in the spine, whereas we should still be thinking of flattening that back. Just think like nose to the floor, nose to shin maybe. Because we still need that forward and down as opposed to just down, if that makes sense. Again, floor point, it's still evading me by like half an inch. And rolling up. We're gonna go ahead and just take a nice soft cambre up and back with our spine, yeah? So more of even just like a high release, because I'd rather us think of our up and back sensation as opposed to just back. So thinking of a high release with that chest into a cambre, if that's in your wheelhouse. Hold in here for a couple moments. And coming up, we're gonna very gently bring that back leg to the front. And go ahead and just take a second to windshield wiper the leg side to side. Good. All right, and then your own timing, make your way back to a downward facing dog so we can do it all on the other side. Notice if either of your legs feels longer here maybe. Maybe one of your hips feels more open than the other. So just take stock. All right, sending that upstage leg towards the ceiling, bringing it through into our low lunge. Taking a second here. Good. And just moving through our cat-cow lunges. Good. And returning back to center. Go ahead, we're going to take our back leg, scoot it in for a pyramid pose. Taking a second to adjust, get all square and whatnot. And whenever you're ready, release over that leg. Keeping those hips nice and square. And whenever you're ready, or I guess now, we're just gonna add some movement into this pose. So plying the back leg, flexing the front, moving through center. Whew. On this side, I'm like feeling this stretch all the way through my calf. Plie. And center, pointing the foot. Again, plie. And center, pointing the foot. One more time, we plie. And center, pointing our foot. And release. We'll bring it back down to a low lunge here. And moving through your cat-cows. And returning back to our regular lunge. We're gonna bend our back knee, untuck our toes, send those hips back for a runner's lunge. Reaching that chest forward. I feel like I'm like much less talkative this live stream because like my hamstrings are just so tight. Like focusing, I'm like, okay, just like get through the stretches. I'm like, is this how everyone else feels during this class? Because ouch. Reminder, try to stay square. Notice if you're hunching in your shoulders at all. Maybe take a nice little head shake, loosen it up a bit. And go ahead, come to your forearms, relaxing over that front leg. With every exhale, melting a little further down. Noticing if you're holding any tension anywhere. Couple more breaths here. Still checking in to make sure those hips are squared. Very gently, we're going to move forward, back into our low lunge, and moving through our cat-cow lunges. As you wish. Good. Back to our regular lunge. All right, next thing, standing split. So make sure that you have plenty of room in front of you. Maybe you need to scoot that leg back. And bring it up. Again, checking in to see if you're locking out like I am. Yeah, you might need to take it in just a bit. Just reaching that toe nice and high. And gently making our way back down into our low lunge. Woo. Taking our cat-cow lunges. Something in my hip just popped, but it felt kind of good, so it's okay. All right, next thing we're gonna do is move into our split. So I needed to scoot a little bit to make some room. But go ahead, try to get it as equal to your opposite side or farther as you can. But again, wherever you're at, it's fine. Keeping our nice lifted chest here. See, same thing, floor point. It's like kind of close, but also not. Making sure that our hips are nice and square, yeah? So you don't want to be sitting off to one hip because then you're not getting a stretch through this hamstring. You need to make sure you're thinking of this hip. While it may not be perfectly square, you need to think of it reaching forward so that you can have this nice position. You can carry this position throughout class or whatever. Like for example, your leaps. You don't want to leap like this. You want to leap like this. All right, and then releasing over. Good. And rolling up. We're going to take our high release / our combre back. So whenever you're ready, moving up and back. This is like especially hard for me to not create tension in my neck trying to do this. And coming back up, we're gonna gently bring in our leg and we're just gonna bang them against the floor really fast. Whew. That was a lot. Okay, so let's go ahead, since we spent so much time stretching the backs of our legs, let's go ahead and just move into a quick quad stretch. Yeah, try to maybe even it out a bit. So whatever leg you like, that's fine. Just bring it back into a bend. We'll go ahead and stretch the other side right away after we finish with this. But for our quad stretch, you can either stay on your hands, on your forearms, or you can lay all the way back. And if you're like me, you like to lay all the way back, but you still kind of wish you had like a little bit of a deeper stretch. I've done this many a time where you bring that non-working leg up and try to draw it into the chest. Now for me, this is about as far as I can go. I like to try to keep my elbow planted because that helps me make sure that this hip and knees stay locked down to get a deeper stretch. So, whew. And still try to square your chest to the ceiling. You don't want to like curl into this leg or anything. Just try to keep it nice and square through and through. We'll just gently release that there. Bring the leg in, windshield wipering side to side. And just gently go ahead and move into your other side. Ugh. Oh my goodness. Trying to keep some nice, even breathing here. More breaths. And gently releasing that leg and gently windshield wiper side to side. Whew. My goodness. And last little stretch that we're gonna do is you can just choose either of like the two styles of frogs. So you can either do the frogs where you are on sort of your shins are supporting you and your pelvis is reaching for the floor, or you can do the frog where your pelvis is on the floor and it's your heels that are reaching downwards. So go ahead, pick whatever frog you'd like. I'm gonna stick with this one, and we'll just stay here for a moment. You can also just lay all the way down if you'd like, if that feels good too. I just like to stay up like so. As always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, you can reach out to me through Breakout or through my Instagram page, whatever you'd like. If you have any questions, comments, concerns about something that may be bothering you, if you need a certain stretch for a certain muscle group, go ahead, just reach out. I'd be happy to chat. If you got any suggestions for a kind of class that you would like, let me know. I've been thinking about doing a foam roller class for like a few weeks now, so if anyone's interested in that, let me know. I'd love to do that, but I know that not everyone has access to a foam roller, so I don't want to just go ahead and do one because I don't know that everyone has one. So we'll stay posted for that. Couple more breaths here in our frog. Good, so we're just gonna fold in those legs, send them back, push it back into a child's pose, stretching forward, taking a couple seconds here. And rolling up through the spine. Let's go ahead and finish out with 3 breaths together. Again, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. So sitting nice and tall, eyes closed. We begin breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Again, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Last time, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Awesome job tonight, everyone. As always, I had so much fun here with you. These classes are great for not only you guys, but for me, because it motivates me to stretch and get things done. So as always, Tuesday, Thursday nights for this class, you can meet me here. Also, if you'd like to see more of me, I now teach the Jazz Basics on Wednesdays at 2 p.m., so go check out those classes too. And as always, we thank you guys so much for being here and for helping support us through this time. So I hope you guys all have a fantastic rest of your week into the weekend and so on. So thanks guys, have a good one. As always, time for my really awkward scoot to the camera to turn it off. Oh no!